Hi, welcome to our presentation about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we are going to explore the 10 warning signs of an unhealthy relationship that are featured in the film called Behind the Post. And hi, we are the mental health peer educators. I am Megan Lauren Bueno, and I am also the treasurer of the Active Minds Club.
Hi everyone, my name is Nada Ali and I'm an educator as well. And this is my second year at CSM.
Hi, my name is Edgardo, peer health educator. This is my second year being a mental health peer educator.
Hi guys, I'm Milena Ortega and I am also a mental health peer educator and I'm the secretary of Active Minds as well as a second year at CSM as well.
Hi guys, my name is Alec, also a second year here at CSM, also a mental health peer educator, and I'm also the president of Active Minds.
Hello, my name is Layla. I'm a member of the Mental Health Peer Educators and the Active Minds Club, and I'm also a part of the Promise Scholarship Program. So we're going to be discussing these topics because of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Domestic violence was already an epidemic before COVID-19, but the health crisis has caused a tremendous spike in incidents of abuse. Even as lockdown restrictions are lifted, the abuse will not simply end. It remains a critical time for survivors, and greater awareness, education, and bystander intervention are desperately needed. This October, join us in activating bystanders and sharing information that can help those who are experiencing violence during this unprecedented time.
Moving on, I'd like to discuss several statistics revolving around Domestic Awareness Month. To end domestic violence and sexual assault, we all need to be part of the solution. Educating yourself along with others, helping a friend who's being abused, speaking up, and being engaged bystander are all examples of things you can do to help. Talking about these issues openly will help end the shame and stigma that domestic violence and sexual assault survivors are burdened with. Did you know that in the United States, more than 10 million adults experience domestic violence annually? Over 1 in 3 women will be in an abusive relationship. Over 1 in 4 men will be in an abusive relationship. Over 1 in 2 trans or non-binary people will be in an abusive relationship. On a typical day, domestic violence hotlines nationwide receive over 19,000 calls, which is a huge figure. With regards to what domestic violence is, it's a pattern of behavior used to establish power and control over another person through fear and intimidation, often including the threat or use of violence. Some signs of an abusive relationship include exerting strict control, whether that's financial, social, or appearance-wise, needing constant contact, including excessive texts and calls, so someone spamming your phone consistently or your other technology, emotional abuse, including insulting a partner in front of other people, extreme jealousy, showing fear around a partner, isolation from family and friends, taking you away from others, frequent canceling of plans at the last minute, along with unexplained injuries or explanations that don't quite add up.
Now, before we start, I'd like to share a quick trigger warning. The film we are about to watch may be triggering for some people. If you feel uncomfortable at any point during the film or discussion, you have the option to excuse yourself. You can seek help from a counselor or one of the national resources on the resource handout. Also, this film portrays just one example of relationship abuse, an issue that is prevalent amongst all types of relationships, no matter the gender, sexuality, class, ability, race, or religion. The film is the film is to be used as a catalyst to start a conversation about relationship abuse and many different types of relationships, whether it's someone you just met, are dating, talking to, hooking up with, or in a committed relationship with. I would also like to share a statement of inclusivity. This film is just one example of relationship abuse, an issue that is prevalent amongst all types of relationships, no matter the gender, sexuality, class, ability, religion, or race. The film is to be used as a catalyst to start a conversation about relationship abuse and many different types of relationships, whether it's someone you just met, are dating, talking to, hooking up with, or in a committed relationship with.
All right, the film we're about to watch and analyze is a film by One Love, which is a nonprofit organization that was created in 2010 after Yardley Love, a college student at U Virginia, was killed by her ex-boyfriend. Once she was killed, Yardley's friends and family realized that they had seen some warning signs, but they didn't understand how serious they were or know what to do about them. They believed that Yardley's death was indeed preventable, so they created One Love to provide the education that helps others recognize warning signs of relationship abuse and empowers them to take action if they see those signs.
What?
Look up,
Why?
because the stars look really pretty.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna see a shooting star and you're gonna miss it. Don't go. Just stay. Yes, you can. You don't need to go.
I want to, but I can't.
Yes, you can.
Just
Zoe,
stay.
Come on.
Come on, I got practice.
Can you just skip it?
I can't keep doing this, all right?
Come on.
Skip it.
Yeah, just stay.
Just blow off practice
Just saying, spend some time with me. I don't know. 2 cappuccinos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She was cute.
Hmm?
The barista.
She was nice.
There's a picture that you kind of look like her.
Totally.
It's close. It's close. It looked like the girl from that movie. Though. It could be the eyes.
It could be.
The smile.
Really good. Jeez, Will, stop!
Huh? What? We're all having a good time here, right? It's like a butterfly kiss or a ladybug kiss.
I don't feel it. Close your eyes.
All right. Ah!
You scared me.
Hey, Yeah, I couldn't wait to see you. I didn't mean to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I was just thinking about you. I was just trying to be sweet.
You're right. It was sweet.
I'll see you tonight, all right?
No, you won't.
I won't?
I made plans with Leah.
You know what I think about Leah.
She's my friend.
She's not your friend.
Yes, she is.
I'll see you tonight.
No.
Cancel your plans.
Will, I'm not. Jeez, stop it.
Leah.
Come on. What?
I'll see you tonight. All right?
What?
I don't know. Your phone's ringing.
No, it's fine.
All right. It's still ringing. You don't want to get it? What if it's an emergency or something?
No, it's probably just a friend.
It's just a friend?
Yeah.
All right, then pick it up and show me. Is it who I think it is? If it's who I think it is, he wants one thing and you're too foolish to even realize why he's calling you right now at 11:30 p.m. at night? Because he's your friend? Hey. I'm sorry. Look, I got drunk and I was stupid. If you're not hiding something, then let me see the phone.
Stop. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
Stop. Will.
I just want to look at your phone. Just let me look at your
Come
phone.
on. Hey, come on.
Show me. Hurry.
Stop. Stop.
Gonna get that?
No. Zoe, excuse me, Zoe. Zoe, come on. Walk away from me? Like you don't even care that somebody's calling you? You won't pick up the phone? Stop crying and making it sound like I'm the bad guy. Why are you a liar?
I'm not a liar.
You are a liar.
I am not a liar.
You're lying right now. You're lying right.
No.
After screening the video, now we'd like to discuss and explore the 10 warning signs with regards to unhealthy relationships versus healthy relationships.
What?
I don't know. Your phone's ringing.
No, it's fine.
It's still ringing. You don't want to get it? What if it's an emergency or something?
No, it's probably just a friend.
Is it who I think it is? If it's who I think it is, he wants one thing, and you're too foolish to even realize why he's calling you right now at 11:30 p.m. at night because he's your friend.
Okay. So that was belittling. When Zoe and Will are at the bonfire, Zoe's phone goes off and Will asks who is calling her. He tells her, or he tells Zoe that the person calling wants one thing and you're too foolish to even realize. Why do you think what Will says to Zoe is damaging? In an unhealthy behavior focused belittling, emotional abuse can be just as harmful as traumatic and physical violence. When Will yells, he both belittles Zoe and infers that the person calling Zoe is only trying to hook up with her. Because of Will's insult, Zoe may start to feel guilty or feel that Will is right about her friend, which may not be the case. Belittling is a form of emotional abuse that is used to break down a person's confidence so that they can be controlled easily. If you are being belittled in a relationship, it can cause you to feel like the negative things being said about you are true, which makes you believe that you are lucky to be with your partner and that no one else will ever love you. Other examples of belittling: comparing you to others in a negative way, telling you that your goals for the future are too ambitious, um, making jokes at your expense, and then telling you that you are being too sensitive when you try to explain how it bothers you. And then healthy relationship focuses on compassion. If you have compassion for your partner, you would never demean them or try to change them. In a healthy relationship, your partner will care about you and do things to intentionally put you down or hurt you. You will never feel like your partner is taking advantage of your kindness.
Gonna get that?
No.
So the clip that we just watched was about betrayal. And if you ever feel the need that you want to, so if you ever feel that you want to cheat on your partner, it is best to address those feelings before doing anything because it could damage the trust in your relationship. And, in movies and music and TV shows, often glamorize cheating in relationships and make it appear that this is something everyone does. And while pop culture normalizes this behavior, it is unhealthy to betray your partner's trust by cheating on them. And a healthy behavior would look like just being loyal. And you and your partner should communicate honestly about and feel mutually comfortable with terms of your relationship. And you should be able to openly discuss about what you need and what you want in your relationship, whether it is monogamous, polyamorous, or in an open relationship, and just do whatever works for both of you. And talk to your partner about, about what you each need considering cheating. Oh my gosh. Talk to your partner about what you each consider cheating to be, and as everyone defines it differently, and the definition needs to be mutual. Um, when both people feel comfortable with the status of the relationship, both partners should feel trustful that the other is going to stick to the agreement.
Is it him?
He's just an old friend anyway.
An old friend?
Yes.
You think he's a friend? He wants one thing, and you're too foolish to even realize. Hey. I'm sorry. Look, I got drunk and I was stupid.
This was an example of deflecting responsibility. People are responsible for their actions. Alcohol and other stressors don't cause a person to exhibit an unhealthy behavior that they weren't capable of to begin with. This is true whether they are drunk, sober, stressed out, or going through tough times. Alcohol may have been one of the reasons that situation got out of hand, but alcohol is not an excuse for unhealthy behavior. In this scene, we see Will blame his actions on alcohol. People who do abusive or unhealthy things often offer excuses for unhealthy behaviors, but that's all they are. They're just excuses. Whether your partner has previously suffered abuse, is struggling with mental health issues, or was cheated on in the past, there is nothing that makes their abusive behaviors okay. There are plenty of people going through difficult times who don't harm their partners. No matter the reason, there is never an excuse for abuse. So a healthy alternative to this would be taking responsibility. While all of us will be unhealthy in our relationships at some point, the important thing is that we take the steps to prevent unhealthy behaviors from happening again. In a healthy relationship, a partner apologizes for their actions, takes responsibility for their behavior, and changes their behavior. It isn't enough for someone to keep saying they're sorry for blowing up at you over their jealous tendencies. You are not responsible for fixing your partner or their problems, and you have the right to safety and comfort in a healthy relationship. No one should ever stay in a relationship in which they hope someone will change. It is not the responsibility of a significant other to fix their partner's problems. This is a job for a trained counselor or an expert. You're not a bad person if you want to walk away or abandon an unhealthy relationship or an abusive situation. And remember to create a safety plan.
I'll see you tonight, all right?
No, you won't.
I won't.
I made plans with Leah.
You know what I think about Leah.
She's my friend.
She's not your friend.
Yes, she is.
I'll see you tonight.
No.
Cancel your plans.
Will, I'm not. Jeez, Will, stop it. Come on. What?
I'll see you tonight. All right?
This was an example of isolation. In an unhealthy or abusive relationship, your partner may try to isolate you from friends and family to make you more dependent on them. Isolation is one of the earliest warning signs of an abusive relationship. Will may feel the need to control Zoe, who she hangs out with, but that isn't okay. In an unhealthy relationship, it crosses the line from we're excited to spend time together to I need you to spend all of your time with me. An alternative to this would be independence. In a healthy relationship, your partner wants to get to know the people who are important to you and will understand and respect your independence. They encourage you to pursue your interests and hang out with friends that make you happy.
You scared me.
Hey, yeah, I couldn't wait to see you. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was just thinking about you. I was just trying to be sweet.
You're right. It was sweet.
We see that both Will and Zoe do unhealthy things in the relationship. Is this relationship abusive or unhealthy? There's a difference between an unhealthy relationship and an abusive one. Unhealthy behaviors become abusive when a person is being controlled, is constantly conforming to their partner's wishes and demands, or is afraid of what will happen if they do what their partner wants. We all do unhealthy things from time to time, but what is important is that we recognize the behaviors as unhealthy and take measures to stop. If you find that confronting the behaviors doesn't lead to change, that is a warning sign that the relationship is escalating to abuse. There are a few main things to think about when defining abuse. A partner's actions are consciously or unconsciously done to gain power and control. They are forcing their partner to do things they don't want to do or keeping them from doing things they want to do. Partner's negative behavior can impact negatively on day-to-day life of the person they are dating. When a person experiencing abuse feels they can't speak up, or they try to say something, but their partner doesn't react in a healthy way. An example, the partner ignores them, belittles them, or just lashes out, like seen before. Any form of physical violence, such as pushing, putting hands on your throat, or throwing things, kicking, blocking you from leaving a room, or making you feel that your physical well being is in danger. Important to note, partners who don't respect your boundaries during intimate acts are huge red flags for abuse. Each partner should feel safe and comfortable with the kind of physical intimacy you are having or not having. What should Zoe and or Will have done about their relationship? We see that both Zoe and Will do unhealthy things, and what Will's behavior escalates to abuse. Two partners doing unhealthy or abusive things doesn't cancel the behaviors out or make the relationship healthy. We should take time away from the relationship to seek professional counseling or help for this abusive behavior. Simply breaking up with Zoe and finding a new partner will not solve Will's trust issues or need for control. People who do unhealthy or abusive acts in such a way because of deep-seated issues. This behavior can stem from a number of different risk factors, including past trauma, codependency, a sense of abandonment, familial rejection or neglect, inability to handle emotions, lack of validation from outside parties, objection objectification of women, and etc. But the bottom line is that no matter the reason, there is never an excuse for unhealthy or abusive behavior. Never stay in a relationship that brings out these unhealthy or abusive tendencies, and seek help before jumping into another intimate relationship. Zoe should create a safety plan for her breakup with Will. Zoe might do unhealthy things toward Will, but regardless of her actions or decision to stay in the relationship, no one deserves abuse, even if they aren't the perfect partner.
There's a picture that you kind of look like her. Is this-
Totally.
It's close. It's close. Oh, it looked like the girl from that movie.
I've seen it.
Could be the eyes.
It could be.
The smile.
Really good. Jeez, Will, stop.
Huh? What? We're all having a good time here, right?
So next up, we have volatility. Obviously, anger is an emotion that everyone experiences at some point, but what's really important is how that anger is handled. If someone becomes volatile to assert their dominance, then that's a big red flag. Whether Will in this scene was jealous that Zoe is having fun with their friends in the back seat or upset that she pulled her leg away from him when he touched her, driving fast to scare her and grab her attention is irrational and controlling way to react. If your partner reacts in a way that scares you or puts you in danger, that is something to take very seriously. If your partner does something that scares you, embarrasses you, or makes you feel uncomfortable, do not ignore that feeling. We get these reactions for a reason and we should always listen to them. If you sense something is off, talk to someone you trust about the situation or consult one of the resources in any provided way. Instead of, getting volatile, what Will should have done was communicate. If Will was angry with Zoe, he should have just discussed the problem with her privately or when he was in a calm and reasonable state. Better yet, he could have said, "Why didn't you want me to touch you?" Or "How are you feeling in the car when you pulled your leg away?" Regardless of what he said, he should have been trying to understand Zoe's feelings rather than express his own in an irrational way. Regardless of how Zoe is feeling, Will should not react angrily toward her, and she doesn't want respect that she doesn't want to be touched and respect her boundaries. Healthy partners stay calm and will listen to each other's perspectives before reacting.
And we've got 2 cappuccinos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She was cute. The barista.
She was nice.
Jealousy is a normal feeling that isn't inherently unhealthy. However, jealousy is when one or more partners express this emotion in a violent, controlling, or manipulative manner. Healthy relationships have a foundation of trust and understanding that both or all partners are their own individuals with their own lives. Unhealthy behaviors, which you did see in this clip, include things like feeling the need to check your partner's texts or social media, feeling the need to always know where your partner or partners are or who they're with, or not trusting or believing what your partner's may say about doubts or insecurities that you may bring up to them. Healthy behaviors look like trusting your partner to never do anything to intentionally hurt you, recognizing how you're feeling in the situation and where this emotion may stem from, possibly insecurity, before acting on impulse or doing something that can hurt your partner or partners. If you find that you don't trust your partner or partners, consider ending the relationship or work together with a professional to feel trust again.
Don't go. Don't go. Just stay.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You don't need to go.
I want to, but I can't.
Yes, you can.
No,
Just
Zoe,
stay. Come on.
Come on, I got practice.
Can you just skip it?
We can't keep doing this, all right?
Come on.
Skip it.
Yeah, just stay.
Just blow off practice.
Just saying you can spend some time with me. I don't know.
With regards to sabotage, repeated pressure to sacrifice things you love or hobbies that help you get ahead in life is a sign of an unhealthy relationship, because in a healthy relationship, your partner has your best interest at heart and does not pressure you or miss school, practice, or any other plans that you may have. It's natural to want to spend a lot of time with your partner, but asking Will to skip practice and guilting him when he doesn't comply is unhealthy, because it's asking him to sacrifice for the sake of their relationship and to skip something that she knows he enjoys. There are healthy and unhealthy ways to express your emotion with your partner. While it's appropriate for Will to tell Zoe that he has to go to practice, the way he tells her is very unhealthy, since he raises her voice, as we saw in the video. He raises his voice and gets aggressive with her instead of calmly explaining to her that practice is important and that he will spend time with her later. It's never okay to yell or to get aggressive for the sake of getting your point across. Zoe may be reflecting the unhealthy behaviors Will is perpetrating and how he controls who she can and cannot hang out with. This sabotage piece, the opposite of that would be independence or communication. Independence is an important part of having a healthy relationship, because having space and freedom in your relationship is crucial towards that partnership. In addition, having friends and family and a life outside your relationship, while finding ways together to participate and include each other and other in each of your lives, is very important to a healthy relationship as well. Your relationship should feel balanced, not like your partner is taking up all your time. With regards to manipulation, oftentimes when an abusive situation happens in an unhealthy relationship, it's followed by your partner doing something very nice, which makes you then minimize the original abusive behavior that occurred during the instance. This is called the cycle of abuse. Will is trying to influence Zoe's decision to get back together, as we saw in the video, or stay in the relationship by sending her flowers and making her feel responsible for his well-being. These are forms of manipulation. In addition, manipulation happens when a partner tries to influence your decisions, actions, or emotions. We see this is how Will sends Zoe flowers after doing something hurtful. If you're feeling torn over your relationship, it's important to evaluate how much you're willing to sacrifice to make it work. In an unhealthy relationship, you may feel as though you are the only one who can save your partner, quote unquote. This may especially be the case if your partner says things like, I would kill myself if you ever left me. You might feel responsible for your partner and understand why they act in unhealthy ways. So you want to be the one to help them and their unhealthy behavior, but it's never your job to save someone else, especially at your own expense. And this is an essential point to note. Lastly, the sentiment that it's Zoe's fault because she keeps forgiving Will is victim blaming. There are so many reasons why someone may stay in a really unhealthy relationship, and manipulation is one of those reasons. In opposition to manipulating your partner, equity is a very healthy aspect. In a healthy relationship, you won't feel like you need to make sacrifices or give up part of yourself in exchange for affection, kindness, or love. This leads to both partners feeling empowered by challenges in the relationship and that their experiences and feelings are validated. Lastly, equal partners don't try to manipulate each other or control their feelings. Both partners feel free to experience their own feelings without interference from their partner and are able to share their feelings with their partner without fear or rejection or blame. So, having an open conversation around one another's thoughts and feelings is crucial to a healthy relationship.
Zoe, excuse me, Zoe. Zoe, come on, come on, come on. Walk away from me? Like you don't even care that somebody's calling you? You don't pick up the phone?
I'm not.
Stop crying and making it seem like I'm the bad guy. Why are you a liar?
I'm not a liar.
You are a liar.
I am not a liar.
You're lying right now. You're lying right.
No.
So that was guilting. In an unhealthy relationship, your partner may blame you for their own mistakes and inappropriate behavior. If your partner makes you feel responsible for their unhealthy actions or their unhappiness, that is a red flag for emotional abuse. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse where a person makes you doubt yourself or question your account of an incident to gain power over you and avoid responsibility for that abuse. If you are hesitant to speak with a loved one with what is happening in your relationship, then that is a red flag. If you think you might be experiencing gaslighting, take time to evaluate what others say from your life have said about your partner or consult a close friend or family member about the incident. It's also important to note that social media can make us forget the bad times and only focus on the good. Here we saw Zoe scroll through her social media feed, read her friends' positive comments, and reflect only on the great times of her relationships and minimize the toxic aspects. The alternative to guilting would be straight up honesty. In a healthy relationship, you can talk to your partner about something that's bothering you without judgment or shame. Your partner will not get overly defensive or deny that the conflict does exist. An important part of any relationship is being able to evaluate how your actions may have impacted your partner. If you feel that you've lost touch of reality or you can't trust your own feelings, it may be time for a gut check. Talk to a loved one for advice on your relationship or check in with a professional as a reference. And always remember to have a safety plan for before a breakup.
Before we wrap up today, I want to first thank all of you for participating in this discussion. We can all play a positive role in changing the statistics around relationship abuse, and it starts by having conversations like the one we had today about healthy and unhealthy relationships. Additionally, go to www.joinonelove.org/feedback and please let us know what you thought about this workshop. This feedback is incredibly helpful to One Love, and at the end, you will find an opportunity to provide your information and get involved.
So some resources include personal counseling and wellness services, and I have been doing personal counseling ever since I first got here at CSM, and it's very awesome, and I love it, and I feel like my mental health is actually much better because I went to a personal counselor. And if you want to make an appointment, you basically either just email them at csmwellness@smcc.edu, or you could call them at 650-574-6396.
Cora is another great source to turn to when you are overcoming relationship abuse. Cora stands for Community Overcoming Relationship Abuse, and what they provide is intimate partner abuse awareness. They also provide crisis intervention, family support services, legal services, and community outreach. So you can check out their website to learn more about it and also sign up for their newsletters. And yeah, you just know that you're never alone, and there's always a source that can help you out.
If you want to learn more, One Love Foundation is a perfect starting place because One Love has a mission to change domestic violence and try to prevent it. They try to educate young people about healthy and unhealthy relationships, empowering them to identify and avoid abuse, love better. KnowMore.org is a website that informs you about domestic violence and, other relationship abuse, and trying to teach you the facts. It's then, it teaches you about domestic violence and sexual assault and how they play a large part in why they persist. Simply wanting to help simply wanting to help is a huge step forward, and to end the shame and stigma that survivors are burdened with. And you can learn more about it on the website.
As part of the mental health peer educator team, there are Zoom Hangouts, which are designated times every day of the week to talk to your peers about CSM's on and off campus resources. And if we don't know the answer to any of your questions, we're more than happy to find them out for you and get connected with you through email as well. So listed below are the dates and times that each of us are available for our Zoom Hangout meetings. And then you would just enter that in and ask us with any questions you may have, or just to chat with one of us. We'd be more than happy to do so. Hang out with the mental health peer educators to find out about upcoming events as well, and opportunities, and to learn more about on and off campus resources, including the CSM Wellness Center, Active Minds, which is a club we hold on campus, on Zoom, with regards to various topics such as anxiety, depression, whatever you want to talk about. Again, we're there. Active listening and helping a friend in distress, coping with depression and anxiety, sexual assault and consent, eating disorders and body image, self-care and stress reduction, substance use and harm reduction, suicide prevention, and other self-management and helping techniques as well. This is your place to talk, connect, and make friends with your mental health peer educators.
Yeah, and as Neda just touched on a bit, we do have a club on Zoom called Active Minds. It's held every other Monday. Our semester dates are listed here with our meeting ID and passcode. And Active Minds is essentially a mental health based club that relies on peer to peer conversation and dialogue that revolves around various topics of mental health. So basically, students get together and talk about different things that they're all going through. They find commonalities and they discuss it. As I said, meetings are held every other Monday. And if you do have any other questions, you could reach us via email or Instagram, which is at CSM Active Minds. And if you have any questions, again, you can reach out to any of us on our Zoom rooms or hit us up here. Thank you for paying attention today and watching this presentation.